We live in a culture that treats exhaustion as a status symbol. We have reached a point where being busy is the default answer to every "how are you?" It has become a social currency. If you aren't busy, you feel like you're falling behind. You feel like you're failing. But there is a massive difference between motion and progress. A rocking horse moves constantly, but it never goes anywhere. Most of us are currently on a high-speed treadmill. We are running as fast as we can, sweating, breathing hard, and checking off endless boxes on a to-do list. But at the end of the day, when we step off, we are exactly where we started. We are tired, but we aren't satisfied. This is the busyness trap. It is a sophisticated form of procrastination that masquerades as productivity. To understand why we do this, we have to look at the psychology of the small win. Every time you answer a trivial email or organize a desk, your brain gives you a tiny hit of dopamine. It feels good. It makes you feel competent. But this is low-calorie productivity. It keeps you occupied, but it doesn't feed your long-term goals. We prioritize the urgent over the important, because the urgent is easy and the important is scary. But there is a deeper, more uncomfortable reason why we stay busy. Busyness is often a hedge against existential loneliness. It is a wall of noise we build to drown out the silence. When you stop moving, you are forced to be alone with your own thoughts. You are forced to ask yourself if you are actually happy with the direction of your life. You are forced to confront the gap between who you are and who you want to be. For many of us, that silence is terrifying. So we fill every spare second with a podcast, a scroll, a meeting, or a chore. We become addicted to the noise because the noise keeps us from having to look at the truth. We aren't actually addicted to the work. We are addicted to the distraction from ourselves. In the modern world, the most radical thing you can do is sit still. We have optimized our lives for more, but we have forgotten how to optimize for better. We think that if we just work 10% harder or 10% longer, we will finally reach that mythical place of peace. But peace doesn't live at the end of a finished to-do list. Peace is a prerequisite for good work, not a reward for it. The great irony is that the most impactful people in history were rarely busy in the way we are today. They were focused. Focus requires saying no to 1,000 good things so you can say yes to the one great thing. It requires the courage to be unproductive in the eyes of society so you can be effective in your own life. So how do we break the cycle? It starts with a simple shift in perspective. You need to stop asking, "What can I do today?" and start asking, "What can I omit today?" True productivity is often about the things you choose not to do. It's about clearing the clutter from your schedule so that the things that actually matter have room to breathe. Try the silence test. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Sit in a chair with no phone, no music, and no book. Just sit. If you feel an overwhelming urge to get up and do something, that is your addiction speaking. That is your brain trying to escape the present moment. Observe that feeling. Don't fight it, just look at it. The more uncomfortable the silence feels, the more you probably need it. We need to reclaim our ability to be still. This is where clarity comes from. This is where creativity is born. When you stop the frantic motion, the dust settles, and you can finally see the path ahead. You realize that you don't need to do more. You just need to be more intentional with the little you do. As we move forward on this channel, Mindful Resonance, this is the core of what we are exploring. We are looking for the signal in the noise. We are looking for the frequency that allows us to live with purpose rather than just living with pace. Eventually, we will explore this through sound and music, creating tools to help you reach that state of stillness and focus. But for today, your task is simple. Stop running for a moment. Look at your to-do list and find the tasks that are just noise. Cross them out. Give yourself permission to do less. Because if you spend your whole life being busy, you might look back and realize you missed the actual living part. Simplicity is not just a style. It is a survival strategy for the 24/7 world. Find your stillness. Find your resonance. And remember that being busy is a choice, but being effective is an art.